I aim to be the first person to circumnavigate the old town of Valletta. People have done it before following the road, but no one has ever done it on the coastal path. The easy option would have been the road that follows around the city walls. And this is where a lot of attempts have failed before. They try and round the peninsula. You've got the roiling seas going around Malta. I've put in plenty of training, but you know what they say about training. Actually, I can't remember what they say about training. Is it train like you always lose and play like you always win? Something like that. And the best plans generally don't survive first contact with the enemy. Just past that guy. Gave a bit of a shake of the head. I think he's seen many people set off on this route, never to come back. A lot of people attempt this feat at night time and navigate by the stars. I think it's because it's cooler at night. Got this strange lunar landscape. So weird to think I'm one of the only people to have trekked through here, well, except for the fishermen, daily obviously. From a distance, these cliffs look like nothing, but I think I'm going to have to try and find a way up. Any wrong move and the trip's over. I just feel so alone. There's nothing out there. Next stop, probably Africa. These are the walls of St. Elmo Fort, which held out for a month during the Great Siege, when the Turks attacked relentlessly. I chose to set off daylight in the early morning. I figured I'd be able to see where I was going a little better. But only time will tell if that was a wise decision. It does lay me open to the sudden extremes of temperature that you can experience on Malta. The other major danger comes from the sea. This is where the two harbours meet, the harbour on the left, which begins with M, and the harbour on the right, which is Grand Harbour. And this point here, where the two harbours meet each other, these seas are some of the most treacherous in the world. I haven't got the stars to navigate by, but I figure if I just keep the sea on the left, I should be okay. This is referred to as the point of no return bridge, or simply the blue bridge. And across this, I'll be further from the start than the end. So if I want to turn back, I won't have the resources to make it back. People ask me, why are you doing this crazy challenge? I just have to say, because it's there. These are the early wall drawings made by the first settlers of Malta. No one knows how old they are. I think that's lost in the mists of time. At this point, I've just got to make sure I don't get overconfident. Stay hydrated, try and stay out of the sun. Haven't met a single soul for hours. I did think about diving in to help that guy. I thought, well, if you're daft enough to jump in. This is the point where I leave the coast behind and head inland. We're about opposite where I started. And this is arguably the most dangerous stage. The trip round the coast was relatively flat, but now comes the big climb. So exhaustion could play a part. Trying to find our way up this cliff. No obvious route. This'll do. 287 steps, the man said. The steps opened out onto the upper Barak Gardens. It does give a great view across the Grand Harbour. Cannons, just in case the Turks come back. Of course, it's all drones now. Got to resist the urge to take a horse back to the ferry. I think the only thing that can scupper me now is if I happen to come across a place selling ice cold beer. Morning. Do you serve beer at this time?
Do you serve what?
Beer.
Of course we serve beer. We serve beer from 7:30 a.m. sir.
Okay, I would like...
Go. 1 pint of beer?
No, small.
Yes.
Half
A
pint.
local one?
Local would be great.
I got you, sir. Have a seat, I'll bring for you. No worries.
Thank you.
Here we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Cheers.